Hi. Good morning. Is that a creepy hi? Is that a creepy way to start a stream? Did I just creep everything out? Maybe. I don't know. I got out of bed late this morning, which qualifies as if I get out of bed late every morning. Hang on, I'm adjusting this light over here. If I get out of bed late every morning, is it really late? I don't know. This is the things my brain does when I've only been up for like an hour. Even though for me it's 2:30 in the afternoon. This is the life I lead. But this is the life that's going to be designing a city today. Probably why I shouldn't. Alright, well, how's it going? It's Wednesday. So yeah, Monday, this past Monday, just finished up Fallout 4. And then what was it yesterday? Bethesda announced the DLC they're coming out with. They're coming out with DLC, let's see, next month. They're coming out with DLC for the next 3 months. So next month, April, and then May, they're coming out with DLC. And they're supposed to be releasing the Gex soon, which I'm really looking forward to, because that means a host of mods are going to come out for it. Alright, so we're doing City Skylines. I've got the After Dark expansion. So, I'm just booting it up in the background here, because I did not have it prepared. So yeah, I've got the After Dark expansion. The After Dark expansion, I've only kind of scratched the surface of. I got it roughly when it came out, but I haven't really played much Skylines despite pre-ordering the game. It's fun. I'm just bad at designing cities, so... But I've been playing it more recently, actually. I've been playing it, like, in the past... Well, I've been playing it the past couple weeks when I was sick. It's a good game to relax to, so... Yeah, alright, so let's see. I've got it booted up here. It's also a very quiet game, isn't it? I might have to come up with some music I can put up in the background or something. Something that's not copyrighted, if I can help it. You're gonna hook. You can pre-order the Snowfall expansion. Is the game gonna hook? There it is. Yeah, they're coming out. Cities is supposed to be coming out with a new expansion, Snowfall. They did a live stream of it last week, but I didn't watch it. I kind of wish I had now, because I'd like to have seen what's it offered. Man, this lack of music is very unsettling. I might turn it back on just for this. I usually play my own music in the background, but these videos, the footage from these live streams goes up on YouTube, so I don't want to play anything copyrighted, even though most of the stuff I play or listen to probably isn't. Well, some stuff is parody, and even though parody is fair use, YouTube doesn't give a shit. Alright, I'll probably have to move my camera, because I think I'm definitely sitting over a bar that's going to be placed. So, yes, this is the After Dark expansion. After Dark adds a bunch of new content, like special tourism, nightlife stuff. It's pretty cool. And when they released the expansion, they released the day-night cycle. The original base didn't have day-night cycles. People wanted it, and people were trying to mod it for a while. But it's actually in the base game now, so even if you don't have After Dark, you still have day-night cycles, which is pretty cool. The day-night cycles look really nice. It's nice to see the cities lit up. So we're going to be doing a new game. I've got no mods installed. I know there's a lot of base mods and stuff to it, but like here's the list of like the live feed of mods that are going on. Let's see, I've got 0 mods down here, so we're going to do a new game. I've got a city, but we'll do a new game. I don't know the land I'm doing my city on though. And some of these are, yeah, map theme European, because they eventually release European models. So not just American cities, you could make European style models. So depending on the map you choose, these all have natural resources. You can build about 53% in this map. I kind of think I'm doing Foggy Hills. Then again, this is a European tile set. I don't think we can do Foggy Hills. I don't know if I've ever done it. Let me get the European tile set going. Or Grand River. This one has 74% building. And all the resources it has. So farmland. Yeah, ore resources, oil. I never really do this the specializations in industry that much though. I think, I don't know. I'm trying to remember which ones I've done. I've not done River Run. Blackwoods I don't think I've done. I might be doing Shady Strands on my personal builds. Maybe. The Diamond Coast. I think I've worked on the Diamond Coast before. Map theme tropical. Let's try Foggy Hills, because I don't think, unless anyone's got something else they want to see me do, we'll do Foggy Hills. It's a European. We'll have left-hand traffic. So I'm not building in the UK. UK or Australia? Australia is also right-hand traffic, isn't it? Or left-hand. Isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, we'll do Foggy Hills. It's got 74% building area, which means the rest of it's like water or map. You've got outside connections of... You got plane connections, ships, trains, highway connections. It's got a fair amount of natural resources, which I don't use that much. It's a European tile set, so you only really see them in some of the like firehouses and set models, and then you'll see them in like the dense. You get the dense stuff, so we'll do this one. Let's see about moving my camera. Very calm music. Let's have a nice calm Wednesday. Traffic tips. You need to like, the thing of it is with City Skylines, you have to know traffic. Like, you have to know what causes traffic. That's really what building cities is like traffic management. Alright, we got a new city, and I'm gonna move my camera because I'm sitting in front of a lot of information. Hang on, I gotta pause it so the camera doesn't swing. Here, I'll just do it. How's that look? Does that look fine? Yeah, sure, that looks fine. I'm sitting right on top of the bar. Excellent. Darn it, my music player's kicking up. There we go. Alright, now I'm gonna get these crazy tooltips happening because it's a new city, so of course. Alright, so here's our tile. This is where we get to build. And I'm gonna be getting tooltips like crazy. I think I can turn them off somewhere, but we'll just... So yeah, this is my build tile, but if you've never played this before, you get more build tiles as you progress. So like you start out here, but you can eventually... You'll eventually be able to build like connections. You can unlock 9 in total, I think. But there's mods to unlock them all if you wanted to. So this is where we start. I've got the game on pause mainly because I'm not earning money or anything. So you start out with $75,000 bucks. Okay, so what kind of place we got here? Looks like this will actually be pretty cool because we got the river. This is farmland, I can tell. This area right here. This is a good farmland. So we can get some non-polluting industry in. Alright, so how do I want to start building this? I think we'll probably... I want to get control of that tile eventually. So it'll be good to have control of that highway section. What else do we have here? We got trains over there. So we can build up to a train network. There's a highway connection over there that we can't touch yet, but we will be able to. Alright, so starting off the basics, of course, residential, of course, is in high demand. Of course, start off roads, all our roads are blocked off. You have to, like, there's conditions for unlocking various roads, but I think, yeah, you can't unlock any of this stuff. And there's a simple way of unlocking it, which is just plonk a road. Look, now I got access to these other roads. Just get rid of it. Hey, look, I got access to 4-lane roads. All that good stuff. But I think we're gonna start with... How do I want to do this? I think we'll probably just bring a line right down here. We'll have like a big strip. We'll get like a big strip running down this way, because then it'll be good. You can get eventually up here to the farm area. We'll put like residential here. This is actually, oh, I don't have access to that yet. You can eventually see with this information panels up here what kind of land values you've got. But usually areas along the rivers are high land value naturally, so we can like put a lot of good residential over here. So all right. We've got our highway coming into town. We're gonna break it down. So let's see, we'll put in a 4-lane. So we want enough space because I'm gonna connect these two. These are one-ways, and I'm gonna connect them both. I could put a roundabout. I want to put a roundabout in. Don't want to worry about a roundabout yet. No, we won't worry about a roundabout yet. Okay, so we'll get like a strip going. That's it. Hope it's straight. Hang on. Get about as straight as possible. That looks roughly straight. There we go. There's the start of our city. It's not started yet. Let's see, this one's running in, this one's running out, so put in a curvy road. Over curved. No. Curve tool is always a bit... There we go. There we go. Looks a bit awkward, but we can clean that up later. So we've got one way coming down off to here. Does that create stoplights? No. You don't have stoplights, it just merges. Traffic. Stoplights are kind of death of intersections if you can avoid stoplights. Yeah, what's this? Where's that little thing right there? Is that like a newspaper stand just someone can pull off the highway? But man, this music is eerie. What's with the music? This is in-game. This music is in-game. It sounds eerie as hell. Holy shit. This is dark. This music just sounds dark. Alright. So, most big towns, we don't want one too close to the highway, so... Say we'll build... Am I snapping? Oh, snapping. Yeah, okay. So we'll get a nice intersection. Yeah, it's snapping. Oh, I'm on curves. Don't want curves this time. Just a nice straight road, because every town starting out has its own little intersection, you know. All the popular stuff goes, and we'll bring one out here. So we're gonna put industry. We're gonna put industry up here. We want to keep it away because it's noisy. Reach a milestone. I know. I'm working on a milestone. I'm gonna get started here. Okay. Every town needs water. So we're gonna get the old Moon City. What are we gonna call this place? What are we gonna call this city, by the way? So we'll just put this here. It creates a bit of noise. Get that going. And an outflow pipe. You want the outflow pipe kind of... Hell, we'll just put it here for now. Just don't have that much money to work with. Put that here. So we got our outflow pipe. Together. And then we'll get some power set up for those in a moment. Alright, let's see. So we'll get some basic city roads going. Let's see. We want... How do I want to do this? Probably right about... Because you don't want your intersections too close together. So I think if maybe I do this... This, yeah, this will be fine. And then we'll bring this. So we want to try. We really want to pack them in over here. So like, and let's see. And residential traffic really doesn't build up that much. You don't get much residential traffic coming out of here, so. Traffic in this region will be pretty basic. You won't get a lot. And then we'll bring a road, probably, well, I usually like making these little, you got this area. Let's see if I can do this right. Man, this music is eerie. Okay, we'll just bring it off of here. This will be easier. Why is this music so dark? We'll just do this. There you go. Cause see, you got all these. You got that little corner there that's got nothing in it, but. Alright, so we've got... Oh, we'll just build another spot. Yeah, that'll do. And then we need power. Start off, we could go coal power, but we'll start off with wind. Looks like here's a good spot. Oh yeah, this is good. Get a couple in. Hopefully I don't run out of money. Now we've got to run lines over to here. Let's see, the waterworks will come in. Tight on money already. I've spent so much money. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so now we can let our first people in. We'll just slap some down. Boosh. Paint this. I like the little paintbrush feature, so you can just Bob Ross it all up in here. Paint him in, just paint him in. God, why is this music so eerie? Come on, cities. What paradox? Paradox, why is this so eerie music? You're on vacation, Nina. Hi. Well, Nina, welcome. And you can relax to some calming, very eerie City Skylines music. This music is fucking eerie. I'm gonna keep saying it. Alright, so we'll just let the people come in. We'll unpause it. Here they come. Come on, people. You want to come to my town? Speed it up a little bit. You gonna come in? People, well, people have heard the eerie music. They're like, that town is haunted. We don't want to come in. Oh, someone's gonna build. Here they come. Currently bleeding cash right now. Come on, people, build over here. They don't have power, but I want them to come over here so I can get the power in. Alright, so bring power in. Let them have power. Holy shit, I am hemorrhaging money. I don't have access to... Yeah, my budget. Alright. We'll turn the power budget down for now because we don't need it that high. While I hemorrhage cash. Yeah, Silent Hill. That's what this place is gonna be. It's just gonna be... Oh, look. Oh, now it's not Silent Hill. Still hemorrhaging money like crazy. Alright, so now we'll get some businesses up here. Just put them along here. Normally I don't want them so close to the highway, but you can always move them around later. Do they have water? Yeah, they got water. Alright, demand for industry is going up, but hopefully I can stop hemorrhaging money. I need to get myself in the green before the cash runs out. Alright, so people want industry, so we'll get a little set of... I can't do specializations yet, so... Bring the road up here. There we go. And then for now, we'll just put like a dirt road out here. Industry is going to start out on a dirt road. Get the waterworks. God, it just sounds like E.T. is going to come landing on the town or something. Alright, and... we'll fix all this once I'm not bleeding money. I just need money. Otherwise my town's gonna my town's gonna go broke before we get off the ground. Let's bring power up here. There we go. Hey, Dark Omen, how's it going? We're just getting started. So our town's building up. Oh, am I in the green yet? I'm not in the green yet. Come on, get in the green. Demand for industry is just... industrial is just high. Looks like we're turning into nighttime. I know info windows. So what do we got coming in here? We got Garments Limited. They're coming to join our town. Goods Unlimited. Ready to Wear Limited. Okay, we get a lot of textiles coming in. Ready to Wear. Man, they're really good. Ice Cube Factory. Classic. Frank's Fish Sticks. Good old Frank decided to come join us. Oh, getting dark. Oh man, look, everyone's pouring in. Oh, look at all the cars. Everyone's coming to live in our little city. Ah, we're in the green, finally. Everyone's coming to live here. They got their little shops. What do we got? The Big Bite restaurants for your late night. Are they open? No, they're closed. A bunch of crap. Hey guys. Right next to Sally's drugstore that looks like a diner. So that shady guy. Shady is just dark. Yeah, well, the shade is the dark. We got another Big Bite restaurant right next to a Big Bite. So, you know, we got the whole franchise coming. I think Big Bite's like Starbucks. Just got the neighborhood shop, which is advertising for Big Bite. You know, in case. You know, so you're just leaving. Look, you're just leaving town. You've had a Big Bite. You've passed by another Big Bite, and then you're just leaving town. You think, man, I could go for another Big Bite. Maybe a pop soda. It's a drugstore. What are they advertising? What the hell? Look at that advertisement. Fall in dental or denial? I can't tell. Fall in dental. What do we got? Just another neighborhood shop, the Yaku. Over here, another drugstore. We got a lot of drugs. We got Big Pharma coming in. Is that another Big Bite? Big Bite and a Big Bite. And we are not short of like Big Bite franchise in this town. Oh, we're losing power. Oh, because I turned the power down. Oh, we're a little hamlet. So now we can get taxes and loans, get garbage, healthcare, and education. Got landfills, schools, and medical clinics. So what do we want to name our town? What do we want to name this city? Anyone got any ideas for this city? Alright, I need to boost the power back up. Because our budget's fine. Day and night, we can have power running. Should fix them. There they go. We're still in the green, we're still getting money. We're making back all we spent. Alright, so now probably get the better roads up here. Do that. Let's upgrade these roads because we don't really want these kind of roads. This industry pulls a lot of traffic. But we're gonna need a garbage dump because now that we've got it, everyone's gonna be throwing stuff away. We'll put a dirt road out for the garbage. Upgrading roads now. No, stop that. No. So we'll bring a dirt road out here for the dump. There we go. There we go. Now these guys get garbage pickup. Got the garbage trucks that are coming out. And they're coming out late at night. We're going, so he's going straight over there. Garbage pickup on the industry. Have I added any mods? No, I haven't. I'll add mod if like people have mods they want to suggest for this. I'll gladly add them to this map. But I don't have any mods added. I will gladly add them. Little town. Not having a lot of demand for much going on right now. Got our little hamlet over here. So this is the European tile set. These particular houses don't look all... Well, they kind of look European. Yeah, they do, actually. It's quite common in European design. You'll have, like... This isn't an attic up here. It's an actual, like, room to live in. So, yeah, this... Oh, this definitely looks European. Look at this house. These two. The way they're connected and the way the fronts are done. Yeah, that definitely looks... That looks like a neighborhood not far from here. A little bit of Dutch influence, German influence. That's nice. Residential's starting to go up again. These don't look so much European. I think not that much. Oh, look at this guy. Thinks he's so big of this patio furniture. But he's doing it better with the patio furniture. Oh, that person's taking their dog off. I love them. I love the models. For like the houses and such. You have to look. You have to look, but the first one you always use is to get rid of the damn tweets. Oh yeah. I like them sometimes. Like I just keep them closed, but sometimes they'll like tell you what people are wanting if you're not paying attention. As long as I keep them up there. All right, so our town's wanting to grow. In fact, we don't have enough. We're having worker shortages. Not enough workers. Alright, so let's... And the demand for residential is going higher. Okay, so we're gonna expand this road out. Because we're gonna expand residential. Probably gonna put connection right there. Intersections aren't too close together right there, so. We'll just make this area kind of. Maybe get a road that just goes along the edge over here. We'll eventually get like this moved and all that. Alright, so we'll feed some more. Do I have water? Water's not covering everything. The old waterworks in. These all painted up. There we go. Try to keep residential off this main road here because we're gonna put like more commercial and stuff in here. So I think we're gonna have like the basic a new service. Oh yeah, we got fire. No place is on fire yet, surprisingly. So we'll probably like have this be like the main strip. Because, you know, you come right off the highway. And people come down into here. And we'll eventually get this industry moved like out of the city. Because this produces a hell of a lot of traffic. Are we having brownouts already? We are. Jesus. Okay. Oh. 900. Sweet. So now we have districts and policies. Get another loan. District specialization. Just what we want. Oh, now we have a fire department. Oh yeah, we had hospitals before. Now we have fire departments, police. Now we can get agriculture, which we can turn a lot of this up here into agriculture. We don't have a lot of forestry area. Policies for power and water usage. Smoke detectors is good. We have police and firehouse. This would be good. I don't know if we can. I don't think we can do like the after dark stuff yet. So yeah, like here's all the achievements you can get. we're at the 900 milestone, so... So yeah, we're having brownouts. Could get a coal power plant, but I kind of want to wait till we can move industry out of the city, because I'd like to move industry like maybe on the other side of that highway, or maybe on the other side of this highway, just to keep them off the main strip. So we'll just toss another wind turbine in. In fact, we'll put a couple down. They'll last us a while. I mean, it's the European landscape, right? If you've ever driven on the European landscape, especially around the entrance to Germany, you see a lot of wind turbines on the horizon. Alright, so... Oh, we can build a new tile set already. Sweet. So we could actually... If I wanted to purchase another... I would almost like this one, because we can... We get control of the highway that's over here. And then we can move all the industry over here. Let's do it. Then we'll move all the industry outside. Doesn't have many connections. It's got plain and highway, which is... Yeah, if we move industry over here, this will be good. How much is it going to cost me? 3,500? Done. There we go. So now we can take all this industry. And, well, what we could do is we could have some farmland up here because there's farms. But what we could do, so let's see, we have access to that now. The resources map, yeah. All this is like fertile farmland right here. This is forest area. You could put up forest industry, but I don't think we're going to. What else do we have around here? There's supposed to be like oil and stuff on the map, isn't there? Maybe that's it. Oh no, but we got some like rich farmland. We'll like start out, put some farms up here. And we'll like move the dump so it's out of town. We'll like move stuff up in here. Here's some part of the farmland. Or we could just change this industry to farms right now. I might do that. Because the demand for industry is going high. And I don't think I have access to the proper roads yet, do I? No, I don't. I know I can set districts, stop telling me. Well, yeah, before I can get like highway off-ramps and stuff. I'd like to get off-ramps before I move everything out. Alright, we can do that fast enough. It won't be hard. So we could turn this all into farmland. Let's do that. So we'll make a district. In fact, I'm going to build some roads first. You've left Florida 4 times and never went further than 1,200 miles. You have to go to the EU someday. I'll be honest. Well, before I came to Europe, because I was born in Ohio, like the places I had been before I come to Europe, let's see if I can talk and place roads at the same time. We don't want to get this too condensed up in here. Ah, shit, I think I did that. Yeah, damn it. I extended that one too far. But really before I came to Europe, I hadn't really been anywhere. Like, it was a while before. Like, I lived in Oklahoma for a year. That was, like, the first time I went, like, beyond the eastern coast. And then after I went to Oklahoma, I had just met my girlfriend here in the Netherlands. And then I went to see her for, like, the first time. And then it's like, well, let's see. Since I've come to Europe, I've of course been to the Netherlands, I've been to Germany, and I've been to the UK. I went to the UK for a convention that apparently this is the last year of it, and I'm rather sad because I always wanted to go back to it. It's like, damn it. They announced like a couple weeks ago that this is their last one, and I'm just like, shit, I wanted to go back. All right, so now let's see, water. Need water. Water's pretty covering, but let's extend just a little bit. Alright, so now we'll get a district set up in here. So we're going to turn this all into farmland, so... to, like, make a district specialization. Called the Pearl District. We're not going to call it the Pearl District. What are we going to call it? What do we want to call this place? We'll call it... it's gonna be like farms and stuff. It's on a hill too. Maybe we should call it the Grassy Knoll. Online events are killing convention. Well, in this case, the Green Thump. Do that. In this case, they weren't... well, it wasn't online stuff that really killed this one. It's just the people that were doing it were getting very worn out. Like, they took a year off. They took last year off, and then they said they were going to do another convention this year, and apparently the convention's not even out yet, and they're saying, well, we're all just really burnt out. It's of course it is exhausting to do conventions. And they said, well... and plus in the UK, not a lot of places are built for like conventions of that size and type, which is true. I've been to I went to the place where they had their convention, and it was a bit not handling it as well. It was a good place. It was a fun time, but yeah. So in this case, it wasn't really online stuff that killed it. It was just they were burnt out, and the places weren't. I guess I can't say they weren't accommodating, but they just weren't streamlined for conventions of that size, I guess. There's still more conventions around here. Like, there's actually one convention that's happening in my country, but I'm not gonna go to that. I think it's this weekend. Maybe? Maybe not. Alright, we'll call this place the Green Thump. There you go. And then specialize it and turn it into farming industry. So now these factories should start changing as I belch into the microphone. Breakfast. Here, we'll pluck these in. So we'll get some farmland rolling up here. This will just satisfy the industry for now. It's not actually a very... Look. We got pigs. Look, all the fences that are going up. What do we got here? What's going in? Speed it up a little bit. Man, listen to the pigs. It looks like you got orchards, the orchard company, Mary's livestock, Amy's baking company, the baconry, the baconary. Nice. I don't think I've actually ever made farmland before. I've done like forests. Amy's baking company, man, she's the real cereal. Always wanted to go to a conventions, but you get bad anxiety when you go to the mall. I'm kind of, well, The only sad thing is when I go to a convention, I usually have no one to go with. So, and I'm shy as crazy. And I get social anxiety too. And yeah, I'm shy as hell, so I don't talk to anyone or get like really involved in stuff. And while I had a good time at conventions, I just don't talk to people, and I wish I had more people to personally go with. We got cows. There's an animal farm. More Mary's livestock. Is this all her livestock? Yeah, I know we got new services. Area's a bit polluted. Oh, we got crime. Oh. Abandoned. Why did you abandon? Probably because of the crime. Alright, we've just... Apparently I've been looking at cows, and in the meantime we've just been having a raging cesspool of crime going on. So we'll get ourselves a police station. We'll put it... Here, we'll put it right across the road. Put it like right there. There. No more crime. It's probably why the house is abandoned, I'm guessing. Yeah, look at that. Look what abandoned houses look like. They just look like... Yeah, we're taking down your meth labs. Let's follow them. Where's this guy going? What crime is he gonna bust? No, he's just going, he's going back to... Where are you going? Why are you leaving town? What the hell? I don't know what that cop's doing. He's going well out of his jurisdiction. So these houses should fill themselves back in. Need to get fire coverage. Here, we'll like give him fire coverage like right. Oh, that kills that power line. Here, we'll have fire coverage right across from the police station. You'd probably die too. Leave your meth labs alone, that's your livelihood. Yes, I know we got new services. I just installed those new services, so now we got fire coverage. You can tear down abandoned buildings, but usually if you just leave them, they'll usually fill themselves back in. Someone will flip that house. You know, they'll flip the house, they'll make it, and then they'll sell it for a high profit. Yeah, see? They're filling it back in. Still don't have no workers. Alright, so let's get some more commercial rolling in here. Oh, and just as I say that, we go to a tiny town. Oh, we get decorations now. We can have a pet ban, so no one can have any pets. We can ban smoking, so your meth labs get taken down, because there's no point in meth labs. Parks and recreation, schools out. Citizens will prefer working over education. Oh, yeah, so we can make like districts with people uneducated. We can encourage biking, which if you're in this country, they encourage it. Old Town. Only residents and business can use the area for motor vehicles. Ban other motor traffic. Only residents and businesses can use the area for motor vehicles. Oh, I see. So like you can't have, like they can't bring deliveries down that road. So like one thing that clogs your traffic is deliveries to like from out of industrial into commercial zones. So I'm guessing like Old Town means you could ban those deliveries and make them come in another way. No loud noise. So like no nightlife stuff. Alright. We get a high school now. We don't even have a regular school. People are uneducated. Alright, sweet. We'll just fill this strip. Is there water going out there? No, there's no water. Yeah. We're having water shortages? Shouldn't be. Water lasts forever. Okay. I guess the sudden addition of that pipe just flung everything out of whack. You get shy, but for you it's a little like heart start beating faster and your vision starts narrowing if you don't look at your phone or something. Away from the people. Yeah, I can understand that. Like, I've had anxiety. Like, I get social anxiety. It's not horrible, but I do get it. It's pretty nasty when you get it. Yeah, I get real like, in the worst case, I'll get anxiety around people. It doesn't happen that often, but it does happen. Alright, so I need, what population do I need? I need a population of 2,400 before I can get highway ramps. I mean, I could just bring roads off the highway, but the problem is when you do that, they end up with stoplights, and you don't really want stoplights off your highways. Bad thing. They're complaining about no workers again. So resident industries building. Traffic is looking pretty okay for now. So let us expand. We'll bring could just bring residential clear. I could bring it like a section up. Is water good? No. Just bring water out here. I read an article about introverts. And wow, that fits you almost perfectly. Are people just not wanting to work farms? Industry is always a pain about complaining about no workers. I heard there's actually a game out recently that like actually apparently effectively simulates having an anxiety attack. I've thought about looking into it, but I don't know if I actually want to experience that because I've had anxiety attacks before. They're quite awful. Just paint these in. I don't need this power connection right there anymore. We'll just fill all this in. People can move in at their leisure. Speed the place up. Well, we're definitely in the green now. We're earning almost 2,000 big ones at this point. Alright, what are people complaining about? Probably education. Well, most people are happy. People are liking the farms. Wait, what? Latest news. Scientists working day and night on GEC. What the fuck? They're working on the GEC? Holy shit. We're liking the farms, definitely. Black Mesa research. dear. Freeman? Oh, Jesus. And some of these tweets are actually kind of funny. Healthcare for everyone. Do we have healthcare? I think we actually do. Oh, yeah, we do. Get healthcare. We don't have fire coverage at all, though. Actually, I thought the fire department was what I put down, but apparently it didn't. Alright. We got some fire coverage. We'll just keep these guys close together. Be something to give friends to help them at least know how it feels. I've been tempted to at least look up the game because I know there's a couple YouTubers who've done a playthrough of it, and it's like I'm tempted to watch and play it. Oh, I just got fire coverage in just in time. There's a house on fire. All right, who's on fire here? The Sunny residence. Don't worry, we got city fire coverage coming in. They'll get you all taken care of. Look, by morning, the sun's coming up. Turn the camera. The sun's coming up. We're having brownouts again. I might just shove a coal power plant in there. Because even if you put a building down, you can... Okay, I'm putting one more of these down. You guys have to live off this power, okay? After that, I'm putting a plant down. Alright, so the city is looking pretty good so far. Demand for commercial is going back up. I don't know, let's see, no, I can't unlock the nightlife stuff yet. I need 5,000 people. We've got 2,000 people. Are you still suffering brownouts? We're still having brownouts. We're going to put in a coal power plant, I think. So coal power cost me $560 a week. We'll put it next to the farm, so they'll hate that. There you go. Hooks up to the power grid. Yes, I have new services on here. We can get some new parks and stuff in. Paths. That'd be pretty fun. We got bike lanes. Be good to like bring stuff in. Oh well. Alright, demand for commercial is going up, so we'll put in a commercial down this road. Get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. This pile doesn't need to be there. And we can properly fill that in. Alright, how's the traffic looking over here? Been a fairly busy intersection from all the industry. It's not horrible, though. Things looking good so far. This is like the worst. So probably once I hit the next milestone, I think I get access to off-ramps. And then once I get off-ramps, I'll move industry out of here and then try to better accommodate this traffic load, because traffic's already getting kind of nasty. So we'll be able to like move industry out of here. Alright, so we'll increase the strip size. Can you clean up pollution? Pollution will dissipate over time. Unlike, what was it? Unlike SimCity. SimCity, you had to like plunk trees down to get pollution to go away. In terms of City Skylines, just give it time. Like, as you can see, there was like a bunch of like the brown purple stuff over here, but it's gone now. So over time, pollution just disappears. Increase the size of the strip there. And plus, if you have like a specialization, at least with farms and with trees, you don't get pollution off of that. Of course, the dump's generating some pollution. Not a lot, actually. How's the dump looking? We're only 14% full. Our landfill site. Here come some trucks. Hey, Rick, how's it going? Having fun? Yeah, I'm having fun. I love City Skylines. I love building me some cities. Even if I'm terrible at it. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about industry soon. It's getting... This entire intersection into my city can't handle that load. Actually, do we have... Oh, we do have more water access up here, so we could, like, pull water from that river, too. That would be good. Oh yeah, I increased the size of the strip, but I didn't add any... Increase water coverage. Some more industry down that route. Oh, put some industry down that side too. Not industry, commercial. Alright, and I think what I'm gonna do here... We could go ahead and move water up here so I can get these out of the way. And just run a power line clear down. That wouldn't be bad. Because these things generate noise. Like, there's, look at the noise pollution map. You get a lot of noise around here. The wind turbines create a lot of noise. Industry creates a lot of noise. You get a lot of noise amongst commercial and roads. Of course, as more people there are, the higher, like you can see, the highways are producing a lot of noise. I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna move these. So you can move them. I think you can move them for free. Yeah, you can. The river's flowing that way, so we'll have our water intake. Pause it while, oops. Pause it while I do this. Get rid of these power pylons. That's connected to that pylon. Okay. And then we'll move this. See, look at the pollution that's starting. Even in rivers, too, if you get pollution, yeah, it'll clear up eventually. But always keep your outflow pipe downriver of your intake, because people will start getting sick if they start sucking in sewage water. So we'll just put this downriver. We'll get these piped up together. Pipe. pipe. Is that the pipe? Okay. That connects up our city. And then power. We need to move power out. Power look like. Move these out. You get a lot of wind along rivers. Actually, maybe, well, I need at least one turbine over here. Actually, there's a lot of power over here. So we'll move one turbine over there to power that. We'll move a wind turbine over here to power this. Not getting a lot of wind here. That'll be enough. And then we need to hook these up to the grid. Actually, no, we don't have to hook those up to the grid. Although, no, we won't suffer a brownout. Because that facility right there is covering the power issues. Oh, more chatting. Hang on. Let's see, make a street. Hang on. My chat program's not, there we go. Make a street in the shape of boobs. And hi! I'm gonna call you Sek, I'm sorry. Sakar? Sucker? Anyway. I'll call you Sek because it's easier. Let's see, so... It helps boost the immune system. You got banned from Fallout 4 forums on Steam by asking if Todd Howard was in the chess club. Really? I don't... Why would you get banned for that? That's a weird thing to get, but I don't... Maybe there's a joke, I don't completely remember who Todd Howard is. Anyway. This game looks amazing. It is. It's been out for a while. The After Dark expansion came out in September, which is what we're playing, and then the Snowfall expansion is supposed to be coming out real soon. Like, really, really soon. Okay, so we got water and power. Those two are moved out. So water and sewage, they should all be hooked up. So we don't have to worry about that. Alright. So we'll get, like, a road. We'll, like, have a road that comes, like, right along the river. So we'll do, like, a curvy road. How does that look? It's hard to see because it's dark in the game right now. Does it look okay? Doesn't look too bad. You got banned from there saying it just works. Forums. I don't even bother with forums, to be honest. That's just... I don't have much to say in forums anyway, but... Alright, so we're... Ah, man. It needs to be daylight. Not that button. That button. Let's complain about... Yeah, the water's shifting. Sewage. Okay. There we go. Takes a moment for it to recognize everything's moved. So we'll have like a road that runs along here. I guess I don't need that pylon in there either. This... Oh, these aren't even connected. These are just doing nothing. There we go. Even though we've got the coal power plant now. Is it coal or oil? It's coal. Those will just supplement it. So we got more running along. Oh, Boomtown! Sweet. Got 2,400 people. So we can buy another tile if we wanted. Don't really need to buy one yet. We get transport services, buses and taxis. We get ore specialization. We don't have any ore in our section. We get recycling, policies, recreational use. So Nina, you can have your meth lab back. Except it's not really meth, it's pot. Okay, we got highway ramps, so now we can move the industry out. We've got roads with bus lanes. We've got new dingle-donger things, intersections. New wind turbines. We got taxi depots. We got cemeteries now, so people will start dying in our city. And we have a bus depot. Sweet. So yeah, recreational use. Controlled substances brings in more tourists, but requires more police presence in the area. Slightly increases tax income. Moderately increases tourism. Slightly reduces crime rates because you don't have people getting arrested for this, and increases the police budget. Oh, the stream buffering. Twitch is being a butt like that. And then recycling. Just slightly reduce garbage accumulation, but slightly reduces tax income. So it's a bit more expensive to get people to recycle, but it's easier on the old landfills. And by the way, Rick, I wasn't ignoring you. I was just getting to things. So is today the day you was today the day of the funeral? The game's too sexy for your connection. Get it. Man, I don't want it to arc like that. Come on. No. No. We could probably just have it like run along. So like okay. And then what we could do is like make this all residential stuff, but have this like go over this road and become a bridge. So like we could buy this tile out here and make this become a bridge, and then just give like access to it from here or something. Oh man, look at that corner. Oh well. That happens, unfortunately. We're gonna need to get a cemetery in really soon. Alright, the sun's coming up. Finally kind of see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, we can see this now. Today is visitation open casket. Oh, okay. Well, I hope... I say I hope it goes well, but I mean... I hope you guys get through it okay. This is what I talk about when I'm awkward as fuck when it comes to, like, stuff like that. Okay, do we want... How do I want to do this? Do I just want to bring... that down? Actually... I have a bit of an idea. Okay. Alright. Do this. And I'm on curvy roads. Here we go. So bring this in. Let's see. And then what I could do is like bring a road off of here and like have this start curving out. That might be pretty cool looking. So kind of get rid of the kind of grids that are going on. Grids are kind of okay in residentials. Like I was saying earlier on, Residential doesn't generate a ton of traffic, so having grids and residentials are fine. Having grids in this commercial and industrial causes the biggest problems. But we should be able to move industrial out now that we've got off-ramps, so I can move it like all over here. Maybe like out. Try not to you don't want to cluster up your industrial too much. So we'll like, let's see. We'll like, yeah, so here's all the tiles I can buy now. Might be cool to buy this one. This one's good to buy because you get the train connection. And with the train connection, plus we can bring that bridge over and start populating this side. How much will this cost me? 7,000. But we'll do it. Then we just have access to it. And that's all I can buy for my current expansion. Alright. So now you don't think those streets are good for residential? You wouldn't want to live there? Yep, I just destroyed someone's house. Well, that's the cost of progress in this town. Is you're gonna end up getting your house destroyed as roads go in. So I don't know if we'll put residential here because that weird cliffside, but we can get like some residential and stuff over here. So how do I want to do this? Well, I might bring this up here. So we'll get like a kind of a curvy thing going. And then we'll make like a curvy road. We'll like curve it around like this. Connect it up here. It gets... Then what we can do is then put a straight road in. So like, ugh, don't snap. Try snapping off. There we go. And then we'll put the curvy roads and snap on. And I like, ugh, how's that gonna look? It's not too horrible. Looks kind of dumb, but oh well. Yeah, that's okay. Don't mess with Moon and her bulldozer. No, don't. They just married. Yeah, we didn't even give them an ultimatum. We just plonked a road down on their house. We just immediately plonked a road down on their house, and that was the end of them. So I think we'll try to like make some like curvy zones in here. So we'll like get another straight road coming off, and then we'll build a curvy road. We'll, like come in. We have it meet up here. It's out. No. Curve it, like, no. Oh, come on. Really. Bring it out here. That. I'd like to connect it there, but you end up with, oh, wait. Do that again. What did it do? It, like, bowed out like I wanted it to. Maybe if I put the curve here. No. What if I put the curve here? Nope. It kind of changes based on that connection. Well, that's not a bad connection point, like right here. And we can just like... That's fine. Look, I bulldozed down some more houses. We can like maybe put some trees or something in there. you know, hide the fact these people have nowhere to live. These bulldozers have been a tool for millions long ago. Oh yeah, the bulldozer. Gosh. What was I bulldozing at the time? Oh yeah, she had that thing. I had that thing where I flail and knock over bulldozers. I remember that. Just like the star of the movie The Hitchhiker's Guide, yeah. Oh yeah. Bulldozers outside his house. We just go right through it. I'm building a highway right on it. I'm destroying lives for the sake of progress here. For the sake of progress, I'm destroying lives. Alright, so we need water in here. Water? Man. Let's fix this water. Water like up here. Get the old waterworks coming in. Oh yeah, if we connect it right there, though. You got just a little zone right there. There we go. Waterworks has come in. Then we want more residential. So look, the family's life. Here, we'll even give like a little house right there. Wonder if anything will go up there. Get like the little corner house. See, families are moving right back in. The need for industrial is going back up. But we want, I think at this point we want to, might keep this industrial for now, but we'll create a new industrial zone out here. So maybe like out here off this highway. Could maybe even get some forestry in there. It's not that big on forestry. Okay. So yeah, we could like maybe branch off maybe here or here. We'll branch off here. We got new services coming in. So yeah, we'll meet the industrial demand and maybe get it off our highway. So we got off ramps. Okay, so we need an area to come on and go off. Actually, it might be kind of cool to put industrial so it maybe a one-way system so it feeds off. So then people can pull off, go into industry. They always have to go in the same. Okay. Off-ramps are always the confusing bits. Let's also get ourselves a cemetery because people are going to start dying soon, probably. People, for some reason, people like a cemetery. You could put a cemetery right here. And you know, the people in this house right here, you know, can occupy the cemetery, like right away. We could put it up here, like have a cemetery in the middle of town. And we'll put it right here on the corner. See, everyone who's occupying these houses right here, you can now live in a cemetery. Look, everyone else is happy about it. So now we won't have dead bodies building up. Look, we already got some occupancy going on here. Actually, no, nobody's occupied. We just got graves here. Alright, so a new building. I know. I'm working on it. So yeah, the demand for industrial is like shooting up at this point. Oh yeah, there's gonna be pollution from this industry. There's actually not much from the farming. It's not. Mainly this coal power plant in this place, which is also what we'll probably want to move out of town. I know, bus. We got buses. Alright, so let's see. How do we want to do this? So we got the highway coming off, so we'll have them like... we come off here, feed up into here. This is difficult. Or this is the part that gets me, is like planning this bit. If I ever become a mayor, let me know which city you can warn, so you can warn everyone. Look, it says in the title I should not become a city planner. That's for sure. Alright, so... Alright. So we'll have, like... might actually be a good idea, so we can, like, feed a one-way system. So, like, industry will come in this way. So they'll come in, they'll come... and they'll feed one direction. And they'll come out over here. So, like... that way we can keep it one way, so industry doesn't, like, back itself up and everything. So we can have... let's see, we want curves. So we'll, like, put an off-ramp so here. And we'll, like, have it feed in. So, like, there maybe? And then for, like, roadways, we'll feed a one-way, we'll have a one-way road, like, maybe say feeds out here like this. And then we'll put so like they'll, and then they can like feed back onto this highway. That. And then for here, well, how am I gonna feed this bit though? So like, I don't know if I can fit this. Gotta lower the road. Maybe bring it, then have it rise up. And then, oh. Down. Does that look really stupid? That looks really dumb, but it works. So yeah, the highway, they can come off here to go to industry, so the highway will feed into here, or they'll come off, they'll go off this way, and then we'll like have, and then they can feed onto this highway. Of course, honestly, being so close to this, would they need that? Because what they could do, I mean, sure, it's a pain, but what they could do is come down here and, like, feed their way back. So, like, they could come down here, come off, pull off here, go off here, and then feed back around. So they don't need that bit. What's that beacon of light? Is it maybe this, the wind turbines pulling off light? Oh, Metro, welcome. Don't ask where you've been, just know you're busy. Well, welcome back. Even though you probably can't hear me. I'm almost thinking about just getting rid of this. 'Cause, I mean, it looks kind of dorky anyway. Oh, we'll keep it. 'Cause, I mean, yeah, they could get over here. But maybe we'll just, like, leave them one way off. Because they can either come this way to go that way. Or if they want to go off that way. Or if they just want to go straight into town. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm working on more industry. So we got one-way roads, so we'll continue with the one-ways. So like, we'll make this one straight. And then we'll curve. We'll like curve it. So an industry can only move in one direction at this point. It'll get a bit cluttered, but it should last. Not FBI or anything. Alright, so we need, let's see, we need a couple things out here. We need water, which we happen to have a line coming right across. We'll just triangle that, perfect. And then feed power. We'll bring power, like, gotta get it to come. That into the main grid. And then we'll just plonk some industry down. Probably shouldn't put any industry right there because that's going to be a choke point. So we'll like and again, power might not. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Why aren't you getting power? Is it not touching the power grid? Ugh. Damn it. That's not what I meant to do. Then again, that worked. Well, power line. There we go. And that should alleviate some of the problem. Or that alleviates at least some of the industry demand that's happening. In fact, we'll just fill it up now, because we'll just let it build as it needs. Then we'll have to like come back and make sure the traffic just isn't going crazy. That looks pretty good. Up there on the top of the road. Alien abduction. Found your headphones, good. Why does industry only have to move in one direction? I have to make a delivery from one factory to another. Actually, that's true. We've got... Yeah, they have to like go all the way around, don't they? Well, what I could do is if they really needed to, if it became a problem, they don't actually have that far to go. They just have to come out here. But what I could do is like make this a two-way road and then make a feedback road that comes back here. But of course then they can't get to this road, this stuff. Maybe make that a two-way road as well. And then just have these as two ways, but have these as one way, so basically traffic still goes like that. Oh well. That'll be pretty okay. Yeah, they have to go back out on the highway, at least. Just ignore the screen. Gonna get ready for the day? Alright, Rick. Have a good one. To the best of your ability. I know it's probably gonna be a real tough day, but good luck with it. What do we have? What is going on over here? Not enough customers. Really? How do you guys not have enough customers? Do I have enough for specializations yet? No, I don't. Alright. We still don't even have any education coming in. I bet people are complaining about that. Some people don't like the farming. For new members of hey, look. Illuminati Society is now taking applications for new members of Illuminati. So you were right. There's Illuminati at work here. Just revert the way that the road goes to the industrial zone as full circle. Could do that actually, yeah. Yeah, actually could have it like going one way here and then they can turn up and go around this way. But I think what I wanted to do, I think my intent was really to kind of keep the traffic off of this road, because if I have it go full circle, this road's gonna get incredibly busy, and same with these intersections. But if I make these intersections one way like that, they it keeps the traffic lower on this road, plus it keeps the intersections from really binding up. I don't think they typically... Of course, I know one problem that's going to come is fire hazards. Fire hazards are going to be an issue. So maybe actually having it circle, build this road so it's a bit more lanes. Like make this road larger to handle extra traffic, and then yeah, have it go a circle. Because I'm going to need to get fire coverage in here, because fires are going to happen over in this area. You were bored, so you came here. Make the side roads to way in the center. Make the side roads to way in the center ones. This road. Yeah, I might... Oh look, we've already got a fire happening over here. Alright, so what we can do, we'll increase the weight on this road. So, of course, all these factories I'll have to rebuild. Space is already occupied. Oh, because the building's burning. Okay, now can I upgrade it? Yeah, there we go. So now we have... It should all still be going one way. Oh, no, it's not. Shit, we don't have one-way four-lane roads, do we? Make it these roads. Okay, yeah. They really don't need to be this big, but what we can do... And then I think, yeah, we can set these to go in this direction. So then it loops around. This road can then handle the larger traffic. And then what we can do is we can get some... In fact, we'll put it just right here. There you go. You guys get fire coverage. Span these out. These got... Use the brush. So yeah, everything can loop around as it needs, and then the fire trucks can get in as needed. So I don't have to worry as much about that. Needs a new pants just yourself. Make the two side roads two-way. Alright, Metro, have a good one. Someone gives Sec back his pants. Yeah, that should alleviate some of the industry problems. Alright, so now we get to go back over here. We're having abandoned building issues. There's apparently not enough customers. I don't know how... It's always so lopsided sometimes that you'll have commercials saying it needs a lot, but then... but then there's nobody shopping. It's weird. Alright, so we'll get some residential in here to hopefully deal with this problem. So I'm not going to put any houses on that side. We'll put some houses like along through here. And we'll start getting some parks and stuff in to deal with it. To raise the land value so we get some richer folk in here. We'll just, yeah. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, we don't have the nighttime stuff yet. We don't even have any schools yet. Nobody here is educated. Like, education is non-existent in my town. And surprisingly, nobody is complaining about it. I haven't seen any complaints about... Some people are wanting parks. Some people don't like the farming. But we need to get more educated people in. That's another thing. Got a fire happening. Looks like residential demand is down, but I think if we get education up. So we'll get like an elementary school. There we go. We can put... We'll put the elementary school across from the cemetery. So like all these little kids, you know, they'll... You know, have not... You know, they live across from the cemetery. You don't want to put the high school, because the high school, they'll just vandalize. They'll, you know, every day and night, like, hang out at the cemetery and vandalize it. But if you put like elementary school kids here, they'll like, you know, fear it. They'll be doing their math lessons and the teacher can like threaten looking out the window like, hey, if you don't do your math homework, you're gonna live right across the street from here. So we got some education. Some folks educated, and that should add a few things. Alright, what don't we have? We've got police, we've got fire. Fire coverage isn't great over in this area. We've got a cemetery, but we don't have any medical clinics. Let's get a medical clinic. Oh, we do have a medical clinic. It's right over here. We've got trash pickup. I eventually want to move trash pickup out of town. Nobody's going to school, so we'll get a high school in here. We want to put a high school. Actually, I'm going to wait on the high school for a little bit. Parks bring in the rich folk, yeah, because the land values will go up. Should pause the game. I'll pause the game if I'm building stuff, if I'm like moving stuff around. So like when I was moving the power stuff around, I paused it, but otherwise, I'm just, you know, amassing money while I sit here and do this stuff. They're too dumb to want to read. They spend their whole time on Twitter. No wonder they don't care about education. Yeah, see, the goth kids. So that's why that's why we put the elementary school across from it. So elementary school is scary, but if you put high school across from the cemetery, it won't do anything. Somebody got a dog at school. Can't have a dog. It's just a dog. Who's waiting? I want to see where this dog goes. We're gonna follow this dog. Well, there's 2 dogs there. Dog gonna go anywhere? The dog is just waiting. The other dog disappeared. Oh, here it goes. Oh, the dog's in the school. The dog went inside the school. There's now nobody is learning anything. The children are all laughing and giggling because there's a dog running around the classrooms. The teachers can't keep order. They're threatening the best they can that they'll go to the cemetery, you know, if they don't get that dog out of the classroom. Holy crap. Alright. Please pet dog. There's education, nobody's... We've got 263 eligible. Oh! 262 eligible. Is anybody going to school? Nobody's going to school. Okay. Let's add some parks. We don't have any parks. What do we want to add? Because this is... I want this like to be maybe the semi-rich area. Well, maybe make this like middle-class zones. So we'll have like a couple small parks. Then again, even these guys can have a park. We'll get a park for these guys. So what kind of parks do we want? Give them a basketball court. No, the basketball court will stay for like the middle class. We'll get like just a basic park for the low class areas. Park with trees. Yeah. Can they fit anywhere in here? No. These gaps are too small for a park this size. Alright. What about this? Anywhere? No. Can I? Or is it just telling me? Can. Maybe I can't put it here. Put a park right here. Can I? There we go. Just killed someone's house for a park. It's even got a little playground in it. 98% uneducated. My city is representative. Is my city called the internet? We could actually call this city. We haven't come up with a name for this city yet. I was trying to figure out what to name this city. Could call this city like Tumblr. Man, there's a lot of police going around. Apparently the parks go down. Alright, so... Okay. No, they're still abandoned. Industry demand is still going up. Looks like residential demand is going up a bit higher. Alright, so now, let's see. How many of these buildings? Well, we've got these unique buildings that you can make stuff, but you have to satisfy certain conditions. So like the Statue of Wealth. We could add the Fountain of Life and Death. Takes electricity and water, but it doesn't look like it actually... Oh, it does cause noise pollution. Yeah, we got the Mall of Moderation. Look, I have to fit that in here somewhere. Are we having water issues? I think we're starting to reach the limits of our water. Can't make anything on that scale yet. Alright. I've not actually messed with any... This stuff is like landmarks. I've never put down landmarks before. Well, we got some parks going. Interporn Estates. You think everyone was happy because of the park, while in reality they just hated their neighbor. Yeah, we slammed down a park just to get rid of the, There were a lot of complaints. Put a Japanese garden. Looks a bit out of place in this neighborhood, though. We'll give them like a basketball court. Here, we'll... These guys get a basketball court. Actually raises the land value over here. And then maybe... Here, we'll put a tennis court. Like, you come down the road and... You can, like, have a tennis court over here. Because you don't want to mix the people playing basketball with the people playing tennis. Because, you know, there's going to be, like, balls flying everywhere. Tennis are going to be knocking the balls into the basketball court. Whereas, if you keep them in the residential, they'll just knock balls into these people's yards. Police coming around. I got some nighttime basketball going. Dinkerberg. Demand for... We still got demand for residential and commercial going up. How's this area looking? Is it looking... It's actually, the traffic's looking pretty good. We're not having any real serious traffic issues. If I add more services over here, they'll actually upgrade more. So if I added, like, a clinic over here... a few other things, they'll increase. Okay, so let's look. We're gonna expand this a little bit. Get a curve going. Actually, how do? Well, we'll just get a curve going. Here. I'll fix this in a bit. It's going the wrong way, but I can adjust that. Plonk. There we go. We have water coverage. Need a little bit more water coverage over here. Oh yeah, I think we were having water issues. Nope. Water's sort of okay. We're gonna need to consider more water soon. Just give this area full coverage. Would that start the ball wars? Yeah. Yeah, you don't want... Yeah, now water availability is going down. So we're gonna need to... Water pump in, is that connected? Yeah, it's on the line, good. Sewage is gonna be a problem, so look at that, look at the brown. Okay, that should be hooked up to the water. Is it? Yes. I think it is. Yeah, there it goes. Oh man, look at that pollution. It's going down into shit river. Oh man, just look at that gushing out of there. Just bleh. We're having power issues. Shouldn't be having power issues. Is our coal plant not enough anymore? It's not. let's... Okay, yeah, we have this whole section over here, so I could create a different way to move out of here. So I really want to get this industrial traffic out because we're already going to get enough traffic coming in here to feed this commercial. So I'd really like to get the industrial off of this road. So probably what I'm going to have to do is come up with a... maybe separate it somehow. I don't know, some way that... because it looks like a lot of the industrials leaving town. A lot of the farm stuff goes out of town. So maybe... because I think a lot of this stuff is probably going out to the highways and leaving, whereas this stuff is the stuff that's coming into town to feed the commercial. But we're not quite having problems yet, so I'm not gonna fully worry about it. Okay, we're having serious brownout issues. Okay, in fact, I'm just gonna put a coal plant right out here. There you go. In fact, we're just gonna plunk it right there. There we go. That deals with that. Got power. Residential's going mad again. I really want to do something different in this zone. Of course, we got this entire area over here we can fill out too. Maybe bring this down and... how is traffic looking on this road? Traffic on this road's looking pretty okay. What's the congestion look like? Oh, I'm looking for the traffic. There it is. Yeah, as you can see, traffic's not bad in the residentials. Even with all these people living here, you get a couple on this road, a couple on this road. It's this intersection that's the worst right now. And particularly this road right here. This section is getting all that traffic. It's getting all this traffic. Alright, so residential demand is skyrocketing at this point. Alright, so, what's education looking like? Nobody in this area wants to be educated. Oh, we're actually, at capacity now. So we've got capacity on education. Or no. Oh, that's for high schools. Yeah, we're at capacity on... it looks like mostly these kids. It's mostly these richer kids that are going to school. Like, the low land value stuff isn't getting much in terms of education. I know, grow the city. I'm working on it. Yeah, that's where a majority of traffic is always going to come from, is from industry. Industry will always generate tons and tons and tons of traffic. So it's best to keep industry out of your city and keep its connections out of your city as best as possible. And then your commercial is always going to generate traffic as well, because what's going to happen is commercial needs industry. So industry is going to come in and make deliveries to all this commercial. So even if you take industry out of your town or out of your city, you're still going to get it coming into town to feed your commercial. So yeah, you get this shit just generates tons and tons of traffic. But as the city grows, there's gonna be we're gonna have like ways of dealing with it, of making it better. I mean, I could ease the traffic on this intersection by creating a roundabout. If I create a roundabout, I could ease some of the traffic, but I'm not too worried about it at the moment. One city you made had industry connected directly to the highway. That's a good way of doing it. Because industry is going to deliver to two things. They're either going to export out of your city entirely. It's either going to export completely out of your city, or it's going to come in to make deliveries to your commercial. So keeping industry close to a highway is actually a very, very good idea. It'll help keep that industry. It'll help keep the industry out. All right, do we want to continue build? I want to build some down here. Maybe get some like, do like a curvy road neighborhood. So like, let's see, good way of doing this. Upgrading roads. So we'll create like a straight road that comes in here. And what I can do is have this continue to follow the river line. Of course, I'm going to end up slicing power when I do this, probably. Yeah, it's gonna break power as soon as I do this. It's always dark when I'm working on the edge of the river. That's the thing that sucks. I'll run that along. Now I've broken the power, so probably I'm gonna pause it while I fix this. So now we don't have power feeding. In fact, we're gonna fix all this. We'll get all this fixed up so it's all connected and all running together. Okay, so this road right here, it's gonna raise up and create a bridge and probably come over here. So this road will run under a bridge. Let's see if we can go ahead and do that. Let's see. Make it a straight road. Then page up will let you build go upward. God, it's always nighttime when I'm doing this. So if you page up and page down, it'll let you go up and down. In case you didn't know that. I'll try to keep this as straight as possible. Oh, that goes like down. That kind of comes off straight, but then it goes... Ugh, I don't like that. I do like how it passes under this road. That's really cool. I like that. So I have my audio for the stream all controlled by my computer. I'm trying to figure out a way to control audio going out of the stream to an external sound mixer. Yeah, all my audio is just fed through my computer. So like, my microphone, I've got my microphone set to a different audio feed, but it's all mixing together in OBS. OBS is mixing it all together. So, all the only feeds that I've got going right now are desktop audio and microphone audio, and then OBS is mixing them together. And yeah, so you can like hear anything that goes on my desktop. But I've got like I've got Twitter going on in the background, even though I'm not looking at it. And I've got that muted. I've got my Skype muted, so in case someone messages me, you can't hear it. But if if I like played a video or something, or if I played any other music, it just comes. It's fed straight from my my desktop audio. It's just easier that way. I tried a while back when I was first starting to do this. I was trying to find different ways to feed stuff to like mix it properly. Okay, so now, yeah, I don't want that bridge. Come on. Bridge up. Here we go. Just like if. Oh yeah, that looks better. And then if I feed... Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah, there we go. So then we're gonna have this bridge. People will be able to take across there, and eventually we'll be able to connect it up to this highway. So there'll be other ways ins and outs of the city. Alright, so we've got that set up. How do I want to connect these areas? I think I'll just connect this one straight. Okay. There we go. So like let this feed down here. Feed this down here. Actually, for this bit, I'll probably have this curving, so don't want that intersection like that, though. So actually, maybe if I just hang on. Like, because you don't get much residential size right there, so feed that over like that and make the hillside all kinds of strange. So they'll have like a dead end right there, but then we'll like feed some traffic. Oh, slope is too steep. Shit. What if I bring it too steep? You're too steep. That hill really is that steep. I've seen roadsides steeper than this. Okay, maybe not that. Okay. That is pretty steep. Yeah, that'll be fine actually. I mean, yeah, we'll have a dead-end road, but, you know, they can come down here. That'll be fine. That's pretty good. What you're trying to do is separate mic audio, desktop audio, and music audio with an external mixer. You can easily adjust each one as needed. Yeah, I tried that. Well, I originally tried that for, when I was recording stuff, I was trying to, like, if I ever wanted to do multiplayer with people, I was, of course, going to have to do it, like, over Skype or Discord or something. What I was trying to do at the time is separate my desktop audio, the microphone audio, and, like, whatever external program I was using for group. It's difficult. Like, one of the things you can try to use is virtual It's like virtual line in or something you can use. I didn't get mine working properly. So if I were to do, like, when I do multiplayer stuff, when I was doing Borderlands 2 on stream a couple times, that's all feeding into my desktop audio, which is fine for the purposes of streaming. I never quite got it separated out, but like my microphone and all that are my microphone and desktop are separate. So, like, for the sake of when I do recording, I record my microphone audio in a different program, and then all my game audio is on the desktop, and then when I edit them, I mix them together. I sync them up and mix them. I've heard of ways of doing it where you can, like, have an external mixer and feed all that stuff together. And that's a good way of doing it, yeah, because then you can adjust them manually. Like, just for my sake, like, just for now, since everything, like, because my microphone and my desktop are separated, I could turn the desktop audio down on OBS without, like, turning it down in my headphones. Because if I turn it down on my desktop, then it turns down for my ears. But through OBS, if I turn it down on OBS, I can turn it down so you don't hear it as much. And the same with my microphone audio as well. I can turn them both up or down independently without affecting how I hear it. I wouldn't mind, like, trying to figure out how to mix stuff a little bit different than that. But like, the setup worked for me at the time. So we're gonna get some, like, curvy roads in here. Because sometimes you have, like, neighborhoods that have like curves in them. Oops, I didn't actually mean to do that. Yeah, you get neighborhoods that have, like, curvy roads. So, like, curve here. That can connect up to there. And then we can, like, have a dead end come out there or something. Yeah, but I tried to mess with, like, mixing. I don't have, like, an external mixer, and I thought about getting an external mixer. External mixers are a pretty good idea if you're really wanting to separate audio, because doing it virtually is kind of a pain in the ass. It's not impossible, but it's really a pain. Like this. That's not how I want to go. What's the thing that looks like a frying pan that's on the top of the microphones? This thing, this black thing right here, it's a pop filter. It's makes it so, like, when I make noises, you can probably still hear it strong. Like, if I really into it, you can hear it come across my mic. But what it does is it blocks out, so, like, when I make the P sounds, you don't get, like, a puff of air into the microphone. It's just the pop filter absorbs it. So it makes it so, like, when I make hard P's or something like that, you don't get the popping noise when I say that. The puff of air. They're actually really simple. They're really, really, really cheap. They're just really, really cheap things. But yeah, it keeps, like, the popping noises from when you speak or something. Like, curve this around. Look like a nice neighborhood. And we'll, like, curve that in, get, like, a terrible intersection. Actually, we'll make that dead end right there. Looks pretty good. And then Do I want to? Yeah, sure. We'll like bring a. Let's turn snapping off for a minute. There we go. So now they can get in and out of this neighborhood. People use two PCs because streaming can take a lot of CPU, and it can get messy while playing CPU-intensive games. It's like when both streaming and gamer fighting for CPU usage. Both suffer from concerns. That can be true. It's actually one reason why I don't, because, like, using... Well, if you're streaming, using two PCs isn't that hard on your CPU. It can be. It depends on the level of quality you're outputting. If you're outputting a lot of quality, then yeah, that'll make your CPU suffer a little bit. If you're just streaming, it doesn't take much CPU. If you're recording it, now recording is where a lot of the CPU will get absorbed. It's one reason, like, I take all my streams and I put them up on YouTube, but I don't record them locally because my computer actually can't handle it. Because, well, there's two ways of doing it. For me, if you have a lot of space, if you need a lot of space, if you don't have a lot of space on your computer, you need to encode the video as it's recording, and that encoding takes a lot of CPU usage. Now, if you have a lot of hard drive space, you could use things like Fraps. Fraps will actually just capture everything. It captures it, it doesn't encode it, it's raw footage, and so it's very low load on your CPU. But for like people like me, I don't have a lot of hard drive space, and so because of that, I have to encode while I'm recording, and the encoding takes a lot of CPU. So, streaming doesn't take a whole lot of CPU. It does a little bit of encoding, but not a whole load. So yeah, so what I have to do to put this footage up on YouTube that's going up later, I actually have to download it from Twitch. It would be nice if I had the power. I could actually probably do it with this game. This game's not that CPU intensive. I could probably record it locally and not cause myself a lot of problems. But I actually download this from Twitch, and then I do a few edits, and then I put them up on YouTube later for archiving purposes so people can watch them. Okay, this looks like a good neighborhood. No, that was a big long talk I was doing without doing anything at all. Let's look at the old water company in here. Come give people some water coverage. Oops. Is that connecting? It's connecting. Feed water across there. There we go. Got a nice amount of water coverage going on here. I've been going for 2 now. I got about 30 minutes left. Wow, this has actually gone a lot faster than I expected. Like, I really didn't know how streaming this was gonna go, because I like playing this game, but I didn't know if I could like narrate through it. That's like one of the hard parts, is like trying to keep entertaining while doing this stuff. I wasn't actually sure if I could do it. At least I hope it's entertaining. I don't know, you guys could all be bored out of your mind and still watching me for some reason. Okay, we want to get these houses because they'll just spoof into the power grid. If I get these hooked up. Actually, yeah, these aren't doing much anymore anyway, because we got the coal power plants. These houses, these wind turbines really aren't doing anything. Oh, this thing? Oh yeah, you missed it because it's buffering. It's a pop filter. It makes it so if I'm making like pee sounds, if I'm going pee, pop, poop, poopy, you don't get like the puff of air. You don't get like the puff of air going into my microphone. It blocks like hard pees and stuff like that. So it's like absorbing the air puff when I go like that. You still hear it in the microphone, but you don't get that like, it doesn't cause the microphone to peak out. So it just gives you better audio quality. You don't get high peaks from when you make pee sounds. Alright, I think we can start the city up again. I've had it on pause this whole time. So it looks like, yeah, the power grid's spreading out from houses. In fact, we'll just go ahead and like fill these guys in. In fact, we'll just get all this going. These guys filled in. And let them kind of build at their leisure. There we go. We'll put like some stuff in here that'll really increase this land value over here. Yeah, it stops my pee piece. Yep, that's what it's for though. It's it stops the hard P's on audio. You'll see it in about a lot of microphone setups. Another thing that you'll see sometimes is a shock mount. Like so you don't hear like vibrations. Like if I hit my desk, you can probably hear that pretty strong coming through the mic because my mic is attached to my desk. And so what a shock mount will do is it'll absorb the vibrations that are happening. So like if someone stomps on the floor, you know, it vibrates up through my desk and then through my microphone. Or even if I like hit the microphone arm. So like if I, you know, if I do that, that probably really comes through on the microphone. And so what a shock mount will do is it'll absorb that. I don't have a shock mount though. Shock mounts are actually expensive. Pop filters are really cheap. But shock mounts are actually kind of expensive. Alright, so not a lot of demand for a lot of stuff going on right now. And you're loving the stream. Awesome. You stream on the same PC you play games on. It's a beast. Most people do that, actually. Unless you're actually pretty rich and can do that. Or you have an extra PC to do it on. We've actually contemplated, because my girlfriend's computer, her computer is like right over there, and we've actually contemplated at times like networking our computers together. So like if I'm recording something really intense, because I can't record in 60p, like 60 frames per second, because my CPU can't handle the encoding while recording. We pondered like networking them together at some times. Kind of jealous of how people's good, how good their streams look. No matter what you do, you always look like something a cat threw up. Do you mean like quality? Like if people look at your stream, is it like really kind of grainy and like you get a lot of artifacting? Artifacting is when it like you get a lot of motion and it looks really blurry and kind of smudgy. That could be based on a couple things actually. Yeah, part of it is your PC being able to keep up. Part of it is your upload speed with your internet service provider. Yeah, there's a couple of things you can do. One, you want to make sure there's a couple settings that you can look at. One is if you're gonna like upload my stream at 720p, which really for streaming that's okay. You don't really have to do 1080. 1080 is if you're You want to do 1080 only if, one, your internet can handle the upload, and two, generally you only really want to do 1080p if you're a partner with Twitch. If you're not, what happens is everyone is downloading exactly what you're uploading. So like if you're uploading at 1080p, you're uploading at say 3,500 kilobits per second. Everyone has to download 3,500 kilobits per second. Not everyone's ISP can handle that. But if you're a partner with Twitch, what'll happen is Twitch will give you access to encoders, and then people who are watching your stream can select what quality they want. So then you can upload at 1080p and not worry about like people's internet streams not handling it. But 720 is a good upload speed to work with, and 720, in case you don't know, you throttle your streams to 720 and 30 frames per second. 16. Problem is your connection to Twitch server sucks. Yeah, Twitch hates non-partners. They don't give you access to much of anything. So like, okay, if you want to, the best thing to do is you want to upload at 720 and at 30 frames per second. That's pretty good for Twitch to do. And 720 is 2,500 kilobits per second. So kilobits per second, 2,500. That is pure 720. Anything above that is just what people have to download. So you don't need to do any higher than that. There's a couple other settings. What do you use to stream with? What's your got a fire over here at the Big Bite. No, it's the drugstore. The drugstore's on fire. What programs do you use to stream with? I use OBS Studio. That's the program I use to stream with. I know some people use like XSplit and all that kind of stuff. When you should start a small-time streamer coalition, My Little Pony themed, where each of the main six is a genre of games. I have no idea how I would go about that, but that sounds kind of interesting. Use OBS, okay. I can actually tell you the settings I use for OBS, if that might help your stream a little bit. In fact, I got 20 minutes left. I'll pause the game for now. And I'll go over some stuff. Let's see, where's my OBS? There it is. It's right there where I see it all the time. All right, I can tell you a few things, a few settings you can use with it. For streaming purposes, okay, if you want to do 720, have your bitrate at 2,500. So 2,500. That's your bitrate. Tell it to use a custom buffer size, or CBR, if that's what it's, or no, CBS, or custom buffer size. Scale that to the same as your bitrate. So 2,500. Have those both at 2,500. Keyframe intervals is 2. For Twitch, Twitch likes a keyframe interval of 2. And then tell it to use CBR, which is custom buffer rate. And then that's kind of it with that. For your CPUs, just tell it very fast. Everything else is pretty much defaults. So yeah, 2,500 with a bit rate, a buffer size, and 2,500 for both of those, and then use CBR, which is custom bit rate. And then I think really for the most part that's it in terms of making sure everything looks good. Of course, you want to output your scale at, you want to downscale your video to 720, 1280 by 720. And so like downscale on your side. Don't, yeah. So that really should be it. Streaming settings are pretty simple for it. Recording gets into a whole other mess of stuff. But, yeah, just for streaming purposes, that'll set that up. So you have one question. There's two places where you can resize your video. On the video page and on the streaming page. Do it on the video page. Do it on the video page because it's actually faster that way. At least I think, right? Shit, it's grayed out for me. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's right. Do it on the video page. It's faster that way. If you do it on the streaming or the output, it's slower that way because then it goes through the whole system. Then it has to downscale. If you put it on the video page, it downscales it immediately and then goes out. Okay, so that's basically what you do. All right. I don't know if there's really anything else to set. Audio, video. If you do a downscale filter, so what you want is your base is at 920 by 1080 if that's your screen resolution, and then downscale it to 720. Your downscale filter, I use the Landcross or whatever the hell it's called, where you get 32 samples. It's a little bit slower, but if your thing can handle it, make sure your FPS is set to 30, because really on Twitch you don't need it to go higher if you're not partnered. Get you to accept you live in a third world country and internet hates you. Yeah, that can happen. Do you know what your upload speed is? Because maybe your upload's too slow for it. I know, like, depending on where you are, different locations have different upload and, of course, peak times and all that. So, yeah, your base is, Base is 1920 to 1080, downscale it to 720. Yeah, that's perfect. That's what you want to do for streaming. You're using 16 samples. If you use 32, it will look better, but make sure your computer's fast enough for it. If you've got kind of a slow computer, you may not want to go that high, but yeah, 32 samples will make it look better. Your upload speed is 3 megabytes per second. You're right on the edge of that. Okay. So basically you're at 3,000 kilobits a second. Roughly. You're right on the edge of that. If nobody else where you live is using an upload, 2500 should handle it. $2,500 should handle it. But yeah, like Nina's saying, she's using 16 samples. That's fine as well. It should look, mine just sharpens it a little bit. But yeah, 3 megabits per second is right on the edge. Your output should handle that though at 2500. It should. As long as you're, now make sure you're not downloading anything else. Like if you're watching your own stream, that could cause some issue. Because what happens is the network will bottleneck. So make sure you're not like downloading anything. Watching your own stream as well is a bit iffy, I've noticed. Because sometimes I'll watch my own stream and it looks a little bit shit. But when someone else is watching it, they go, oh, it looks perfectly fine. For some reason, that like pass back and forth looks like crap. I don't know why. And it'll like buffer like crazy. It's strange when that happens. So yeah. Is there anything else I can suggest for that? Streaming is good. Also, make sure you're using your server location is near where you are. That does actually help. Like I'm in the Netherlands I use a Amsterdam server for Twitch. That helps. Make sure you're doing it close by. Sometimes if you're in a high density area, that may not work. Maybe you want to try to play around with different servers that maybe are a little bit further from you, because if you're in a high density area, a lot of people might be using it, in which case their servers might be bogged down and you might end up with kind of a crappier quality. So maybe sometimes if nothing else is working, check maybe a different server. But of course, I'm in the Netherlands. We're a small country. I don't know if I can offer any other suggestions for that. Let's see. You don't want your own stream, okay. You just let the chat window open, okay, that's fine. You'll try with 32 samples. The server works best for me is in Florida. Okay, that works here in South America. Okay. All right, yeah, so sometimes the servers can help. Also, it will depend on the game you play. Admittedly, like if you're playing a very high action game, if there's a lot going on the screen and going very fast, that creates a higher bit rate. So like when I was playing Metal Gear Rising, a lot was going on, the camera was flipping around fast, there was a lot of action. That actually lowered the quality because the bit rate, because everything that goes on the screen is a bit. So, and the more it changes, the more bits are happening around. So like 2500 could not handle the game. So the game, the more that was going on, the more flashes and particle effects and everything that was going off causes the whole quality to look really kind of poor. So it will also depend on the game you're playing. So like I'm playing this game is moving slow. There's not a lot of graphical changes going on very fast. So the bit rate is lower as well. So that will also depend if there's a lot going on your screen. That will also change the quality that's happening, because more that's happening on the screen is higher bit rate. So you live in Florida and you use Miami. Okay. Before you were using New York, but it started screwing up. Yeah, I've noticed that's been happening. A lot of Twitch has actually been messing up a lot lately. And I was actually looking at a live map, like, is Twitch down or something? There's like sites like that would say if Twitch is down or not. And it showed a map in like New York and along the entire eastern coast was like yellow, having outages and problems. You're a truck simulator? Yeah, I can't imagine a lot's going on the screen in that case. In most cases. That would probably be a good one. At least you're not having a lot of bit rate happening. One thing, if you ever want to know what kind of bit rate a game is causing, record it. And one thing you can do is you can record it. And if you record it with like, I'm trying to think. If you have the settings set so it takes as many bits as it wants, and you use a variable bit rate, if you tell it to use variable bit rate and you record it, it'll take as many bits as it needs to look okay. And then what you can do is you can take that video, and if you right click and you go to details, it'll say what the bit rate on that video is, and it'll tell you like basically how much it needed. So like if I play this game, probably 2500 is a good bit rate, but like for Metal Gear Rising, probably the bit rate probably would have been like maybe 6,000, even 15,000. I've played some games, like this is stuff I do when I do YouTube videos, is some games I record are higher bit rate than others, and then when I'm rendering them to put up on YouTube, you get different qualities depending on what you put out. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that's yeah, so definitely, yeah, recording it will tell you what kind of bit rate it's feeding out, and then you know if it's just going to look like crap when you're streaming it like at 2500, because sometimes games will take up more than, will need more to look good. So that's kind of what happens. So this is basically my experience of doing like YouTube videos for the past couple years, and then streaming like for the past like 6 months I've been doing it, I think. So just stuff I've learned over time to kind of increase the quality. And I've had a couple other, like I've watched a couple other streams of people actually specifically explain how these setups work and how Twitch handles it and all that. So glad to pass on the knowledge for anyone that wants to stream and make their quality look better. But of course, you're always going to be kind of bottlenecked unless you become a Twitch partner. So at least until you become a Twitch partner, you're stuck. For best quality, you're probably stuck at 720. Once you become a once you become a partner, you can like do 1080 and like have super high quality, because then other people's internet connections can handle it. So. Does everyone use for their follow alerts? I use Twitch alerts. Twitch alerts is what I use. Shit. Our garbage is full. I want to move garbage out of town. Our dump got full while we were playing, so we're gonna have trash issues here in a bit. I use Twitch alerts. It works fine. I also use the plugin. So like, it'll download like files to your computer, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, Twitch alerts. Yeah, Dark uses Twitch alerts too. There's a couple different ones out there, but let's see. This road's, oh shit, I need a two-way. Oh crap, I can't move. I wanted to move the dump out here, but that's not going to be a good idea with this one-way roads. Actually, it might not be a bad idea. Because I could still feed. I really don't want to put another dump over here. I want to get the dumps. I want to get the dumps out of town. Actually, if I just make a one-way, not a one-way, but because then the garbage trucks can come up here and then they can. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna put a dump out here. We're gonna move the dumps out here. I'm just gonna create traffic hell, probably. We'll just put a couple dumps. That'll be fine. Yeah, look at all the garbage. Yeah, they can still make it. They can go out this way, and then when they come back in, they'll just feed up this road, and then they can go in that way. Okay. That'll be good because this dump is full. It's no longer useful. Welcome back, Metro. So hopefully all that helped. Well, hopefully it'll help you improve your stream quality and that kind of stuff. Sometimes you just can't help it. It depends on where you are. It depends on your internet connection. There's a lot of variables that can happen, but there's some stuff you can do at home on your own personal setup to help fix that. So that's just stuff I've learned over the past while. Yeah, see, garbage is building up because that dump was full, but the trucks are coming in. Oh crap. It's starting to pile up over here. Oof. Hopefully the garbage will get picked up though still. It should. What's our next milestone? Well, we need to get buses and stuff in here too, and we can set up recycling. There yet. Big town. We're working on busy town. Busy town will give me leisure and tourism. That's the stuff I want. And tourism specializations. Okay. That's the stuff I'm looking for. Alright, is garbage getting picked up now? Look, it'll filter through. Buddy of yours borrowed headphones. Ain't getting them back anytime soon. Aw. Alright, so we want to make this kind of a rich neighborhood over here. So demand for residential is going up. Looks like demand for commercial is going up too. We need to get a high school in too, as well. I don't have. So this, how's the traffic looking over here? Traffic, not horrible yet. Seem to be okay on traffic. Oh yeah, I built this, but then the demand for industry went down. I really need to get this out of here. Or we can create some bus routes. We got some buses in there, that'll help. Goodbye headphones, he threw them into a pool of water, what the hell? That's a hell of a thing to do to some headphones. Alright, so we got a nice neighborhood working in here. Let's see what... Could put a bouncy castle. You know what? Bouncy Castle Park. It's actually very, very tiny. Want to put it next to this park, and then it'll just... Put it next to that park. No, it's actually a little bit bigger than I thought it was. Or we'll put it over here in this neighborhood. See, this side of the neighborhood gets the nice playground, but this neighborhood right over here, it gets the bouncy castle. At least you hope there's kids in there making that bouncy stuff. Yeah, this part of the neighborhood gets bouncy castles. Man, trash is not getting picked up. I think it's probably because they're having to come all the way in here. Trash coverage is pretty okay, though. Yeah, I think they're just trying to catch up is all it is. Once the garbage gets caught up, should be fine. Hopefully. Hopefully that'll balance out. Waterboarding. Allegedly, the United States does not torture. So they do. Okay, oh, I talked a lot on that bit, but hopefully that helps. Alright, so what do I want to do here? Man, we really need to get buses. Because this traffic is getting a bit insane. Buses will help. So we're gonna get a bus line. We'll set up the bus depot. We'll set it right here. So where do we want to get it? We want like a main line. Bus route. So we'll like have a main strip bus route. So we'll start one like, so you can go everywhere on the main strip. So here, here, and then do I want? We'll create like an industry bus line as well. So it stops here, and stop here. We'll get some businesses going, and then. It'll curl back around. I'll have to go to the end of the road, but that's fine. So come here. Let's go back down here. And then it'll curl around there. So we've got basically like just the strip bus line for now. And then we can create like an industry bus line, and then people can like hopefully join up with the bus lines. So what we can do your OC. Hang on. Well, no one cares about your OCD is what Moon did with the newest expansion of housing complexes. Oh, you don't like the curvy roads? I like the curvy roads. You get like the nice curvy roaded neighborhood. Nice. They're mostly filled in. Of course this. I couldn't help this gap. I tried to fix this gap, but that just happened. I couldn't fix that. I tried. I tried to fix that. Alright, so we're gonna get like an industry line. So... And actually, before I do that, let's see. How do I... Because we'll like change the name of the line. So like this line, we'll call this like the shopping deluxe line. And then we'll make it like purple. I think I changed the name. It's the shopping deluxe line. There we go. So people can go along the strip of where all the shops are. That'll be fun. Have I played with taxis? I did a little bit on my own city. Just please don't do it again. Don't do the curvy roads. Oh, I'm gonna do the curvy roads. Curvy roads are like what I use for like the rich town, because you know rich neighborhoods always like have the curvy roads. They don't do the grids. They always do the roads. Turns are like kittens of public transportation. Everyone loves them. Well, kind of. I hate the trains here. Have I used taxis though? Taxis, they're best to use in like, they're best to actually use in your tourism sectors. And then just like, I've played with them a little bit. So you'll put like a taxi station like kind of near your tourism center, and you might like have a couple taxi spots. So like, yeah, taxis. So like the taxi depot can kind of go anywhere, but they'll all come out of there, so you probably want to keep them kind of close to your tourism sections. And then like having a taxi stand kind of near that as well will and then people can gather there. But mostly what happens is just like people, the people that are in the tourism sections will just call for a taxi. So it does add a little bit to traffic, a little bit, sort of. But yeah, I think at least that's kind of the gist of what I've got for taxis, is you want to kind of keep them in your tourism section, I think. Your other buddy just said, I quote, "All aboard the rape train. There's no brakes forward and back." Yeah, okay, you can murder him. You'll burn the body. Don't burn the body, dissolve it. Get some lime and some... Okay, so we're gonna, now we're gonna create an industrial line. So we'll like... And hopefully they'll like meet up so people can like get off the bus stop. Because we're eventually gonna get rid of this, but I'm gonna keep it for now. So people can like get off here and transfer to the industrial line. So then, yeah, they'll come across here. And then they can, let's see, this is all one way, so people are just gonna have to walk to their next point of business. And then people can come off here, and then that goes all around. And then it comes back around here. You can get back off. But like, you come in here. And that circles back around there. And then if you need to get off at the bus stop for whatever reason, and then pop it off right there. And then that's the industry line, so that's feeding all the industry. And then hopefully anybody who, you know, maybe walks to the bus stops here, they can take this bus line, then they can get off at one of these stops and transfer to this stop, and they'll come out here, and they can go to work and circle around and all that good stuff. So then what we can do is, where's the buses? Here we go. So we can turn this into like the, what do I call this? Just the industry line. Burn the body, take the ashes, seal it in a container with a stick of uranium and bury it deep down. That could work. How about the "you're going to work" line? So everyone's going to work on that line. Nobody wants to have to go on this line, so it's like the brown line. There we go. So we've already got like 85 people per week using the buses, and one tourist. Maybe he likes taking a tour of the industries. Oh well. There we go. We've got a couple lines. We'll do another. We'll do one for the residentials over here. So let's see. Where do we want to start off? We can like have it start here and circle around into this neighborhood. Maybe not so much this, because these are kind of maybe higher value. Because, you know, rich people don't want to take a bus. Got crime happening over here. There's crime going on. Alright, so we'll have like this bus line. I think we're going to have to start it somewhere else though. Alright, so we'll start it here. Here. And people can on over here. Down here. Give these people like a stop. Yeah, sure. They can have a stop, and then I'll circle up through there, come down here. These people have to walk. Hit that stop so it connects. And then there it is, there's the line. So I'll come down here. Get picked up here, and then here. There we go. We got 102 people using the bus now. So check out, I'll like name this bus line. call this. He said the best way to dispose of bio, that way they won't touch the ashes, be radioactive. Or eat the body, yeah. Make stops next to Nina's house so she can drive through drug service. Alright, so let's see, we'll call this the... we'll just... I don't know. You can call it like... You can call it the down home line. And we'll make like the down home line like be just like maybe a nice light green. It's very soft, very lime green. There we go. Got 115 people using the bus lines. Hopefully that'll help ease off some of the traffic, especially coming from industry. I mean, industry trucks will still be going in and out, but people won't be driving to go do industry stuff. And the demand for industry is going up again. Your house that falls into a Walgreens or CVS. Call it the dank line. Oh, because it's green. We'll make like, I want to make like a slum area, maybe. Well, like when we get high density residential, we can make like a poor section, like for uneducated, because you're always going to need uneducated, at least for a while, until you can like get like high grade industries and stuff. And we can like put recreational use and all that good stuff in it. And the demand for industry is going high again. Not so much residential. The tank meme line. Nina agrees. Yeah, we'll get like a high density residential zone and like have recreational policies and stuff like that. Okay, so now we don't have a high school yet. We need to get a high school. So like this is the rich section of town, right? So ugh, this high school's huge though. Jesus. Can't really fit it in anywhere. It's because it's a European style school. Maybe put it over here. Or here. Does this work? No, it's too big. The shape of it makes it do that. Put it here. Slope's too steep. I got an idea. Well, we'll worry about that later. Then surround it with police stations. Should allow the use of heavy beams in your city. Well, let's see. What policies do we have? What are our policies? Policies. We got power usage, water, smoke detectors, pet bans. Some people don't have pets. You can... What we could do is we could create recreational use, but put a smoking ban on it. So like, yeah, sure, you can get your drugs on, but no smoking it. Got parks and recreation. Make it parks. Oh, let's see. This will be good for increase the decoration budget. That might not be bad. School's out. Oh yeah, and we can like set up the district for like uneducated there as well, so we can have like schools out. We could have recreational use, that kind of stuff. Hold on, the dank memes line. There are no breaks, only memes and vodka. All the vodka. All right. And how long am I going? I'm going actually a little bit over time, actually. Oh, and we got up to the next level. Oh, sweet. So we've got the tourism in now. So now we can start doing the stuff that's part of the After Dark DLC. City planning policies. We've got oil industry. We don't have any oil around. Tourism specialization. Free public transport policies if we wanted. Bike bans on sidewalks. Oh yeah, we got the new roads. This will be good. We got new types of buildings. So we got hospital, bigger fire station, oil plants, bus stations, police headquarters. Oh yeah, we've got this stuff too. This is stuff I wanted to add. It's like the marina. This is all stuff from this stuff down here is like from the After Dark DLC. Restaurant pier. Oh yeah, this is the stuff we want. Sweet. All right, since industry demand is going higher, what I want to do is I want to turn this strip into like the like tourism, because you know you'll be coming into like the main part of the city, and so like you know it'll just be like immediate tourism. That'll be fun. Probably keep this. We'll probably like maybe eventually push this out of here and like turn this into a bunch of tourism and nighttime leisure stuff. Especially once we get the ability to offices, because offices will be able to replace industry, but you need educated people to work at them anyway, so. Alright. So now we'll actually put to use this industry zone. I'll just paint it in. Fill that. That wasn't filled for some reason. Hopefully this won't create too much of a traffic nightmare. Probably don't want to get too much more industry over here. It's too much more, and yeah, I mean look at the amount of traffic that's already coming along. Oh, that's not good. This right here isn't good, where they're stopping on the exit. That's pretty bad, actually, because then that can cause a backup on the highway. So yeah, we're probably not going to want industry to go any bigger than this over here, at least not with this kind of road set up. Otherwise, it's just going to get to be too much. Way too much. Not the curvy roads. And I love the curvy roads. The curvy roads are fun. I mean, when I see like roads like this, I think like mid-range kind of housing, mid to low range, where you got the grids, and then when you've got the curvy roads, it's like high range kind of stuff. All right, so now that we've got tourism specialization, we're going to turn this whole thing, this whole strip is going to go into tourism. So like, and we'll get more. We'll like leave this pretty standard. Actually, yeah, that'll be fine. All right, and then what we'll do, let's see, this is no commercial specialization. This is tourism specialization. So all these buildings are gonna change now. All the big bites are going away. They're gonna turn into new types of, look at them. Get some high rises going in. Probably gonna be a lot of hotels. You end up with a lot of hotels to start off with, I believe. Until you actually get like nightlife stuff set in, because I don't think yeah, when you set up like, yeah, look at that, the almost 5-star hotel, Best Eastern. What do we got here? Pharmacy. That's probably gonna change soon. There's a lot of hotels going in here. Hotel Intercontinental. Your Choice Hotel. So that killed a lot of the demand for commercial industry. Probably what I'm gonna have to do is, to prevent this from getting worse, probably build another industry center maybe on this side of the highway. So like kind of almost mirror that and create another industrial complex over here. That way this doesn't become just a maddening amount of traffic. And it'll satisfy our industrial demand, because industry is getting pretty high again. Yeah, we got skyscrapers now. Look at this. Like, you look at the city. Of course, now we're gonna have problems because people aren't educated enough. This is why I need a high school. So people aren't educated enough to work in these buildings, so they're probably gonna all go abandoned. That's probably what's gonna happen. We got the Grand Canyon, the Hotel Haya. Oh, this place. The Busy Corner Shop. Nice. Of course, this is gonna make this traffic go mad again. We're gonna have to, like, figure out how to fix it. Yeah, they're all gonna go abandoned is what's gonna happen. Because they're saying not enough workers, but I think they have to be educated workers. So we need to get like a high school and stuff in and fix this problem. Oh yeah, a couple things I want to do. You were so proud of the only skyscraper your city had. It was beautiful. Oh, don't worry. These are all going to go abandoned. That's exactly what's going to happen. So stay there for a minute observing it, and suddenly it became an abandoned building. Childhood destroyed. Aw. Yeah, I think these places need educated workers. Like, yeah, not enough educated workers. Then again, this is just saying not enough workers. I think if actually we ignore the industry demand for a while, it'll change itself. I don't know. What we can do, we can get some of the new tourism stuff in. So like, fishing tours, you can get fishing tours. You can get a fishing pier. A marina, okay, this has to go over here. I think. This is like the rich side of town, right? It should be able to function. Okay, yeah. It's close enough to the road. We're having pickup problems again. Oh man, look at this neighborhood. Mainly because it's a lot of small. What the hell kind of car? Look at that car. The new buggy. What the hell? We got hippies moving into this side of town. Look at that car. Oh, look at that view, though. Like cliffside. I don't know how they're getting to the gardens on the side of these cliffs. That's pretty impressive. Man, oh man, look at that view. Just looking down the road there. Yeah, I know. Look at the unlocked buildings. It always tells me that. So we've got a marina here now. Oh yeah, all these are gonna go abandoned. That's exactly what's gonna happen. So like, we'll plonk another one in here too, because this will really get the jet ski rental, fishing tours, fishing pier. Oh, would you stop telling me about the new stuff? Jesus. I know, new building. Restaurant pier. Oh yeah. So you know, you come off the marina. You're gonna have have like... So you can go have a you can, you know, go eat at the restaurant. This will actually help increase the tourism a bit too. I don't know how people are getting down to this. Well, this guy did it. Look at this guy. Gee, belongs to Anna Peters. She's an uneducated senior. She did well for herself coming down here. Uneducated, but she's got herself a boat. Not bad. She's doing well for herself. So we've got like this restaurant. That's looking nice. Okay, we just don't have enough workers to supply that line. Ignore it, it'll get better. SimCity 2000 was the bomb. I never played 2000. I know like the last SimCity they released, I got that SimCity. I was so disappointed with that. But I don't know if they ever fixed all the issues it had, but by the time they did, I was done with it. I didn't want to play it. When you got bored of the city, you just summoned aliens to destroy it. That's one thing I wish Skylines would do, is add disasters, but I wonder if they can or not. Like if that's a trademark, like a copyright thing that maybe EA holds, I don't know. Disasters would be kind of cool. Logic goes out the window with games, man. Is that a boat or a bungee jump place? You might be able to do both, actually. I mean, you got... I mean, you gotta wonder how people are getting down to their boats, you know? I mean, there's a lot of boats down here, but how are they getting to the boats? They have to, like, bungee jump down to them. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, the latest SimCity, the last SimCity they ever released, which pretty much killed SimCity entirely. Yeah, I was one of the, like, I got in it early on, and I was in it when it had all those problems, like connecting to servers was awful, cities were getting deleted and corrupted. Like, I don't know how many times I started a city in SimCity, and you'd log into it later, and you either couldn't get on the server, or your city would just be gone. It wouldn't load. It was the most annoying thing ever. Pretty much killed my desire to ever play it again. And then City Skylines came out, and City Skylines pretty much scratched that itch I needed. It misses a few things. It's a shame, but you know, and I mean, they're still developing it. There's Snowfall that's coming out. I don't know when Snowfall is coming out. I've been trying to figure out when Snowfall is coming out, but I haven't been able to. I haven't heard anything. Really soon, I think. So yeah, anyway, I'm actually over time by about 30 minutes. Clever, double the fun, double the price. Yeah, we can charge them for both. You're afraid of boats? You pre-ordered it, so you've seen all the bad stars. I didn't pre-order it, but I got it like right when it came out. Like maybe a week or two after it came out, I got it, and it was still just rife with problems. And it killed me on it for a while. I did pre-order City Skylines though. And despite having pre-ordered it, I haven't played it that much, so there's a lot of City Skylines I've not done, even in the base game. But I started playing, I got After Dark on the last Steam sale, not the Chinese New Year sale, but the winter sale they had. I got After Dark. And then a couple weeks ago, or last week or so, when I was sick, I was playing City Skylines. Pretty relaxing. It's really, really fun. It's a really fun, relaxing game. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap this up here today. Yeah, are you guys interested in seeing more City Skylines? I mean, this game doesn't really have an end to it, so I mean, I could just continue playing it. I mean, I'm having fun with it. Continue building the city up, making it huge. And I'm having a lot of fun with this game. So, I mean, if people are wanting me to continue playing this, I'll come back Friday and probably play more of it on Friday, unless people want to see a different game. But otherwise, I'll be happy to continue playing more of this, at least for a while. I'm not burnt out on it yet, so... This game has no real end to it. It does, like, there is a maximum amount, but I've never even come a fraction close to that. Plus, we probably need to fix this shit. All these abandoned hotels, look at it. It looks like a post-apocalyptic. It's like the zombies have come and just... This is what the zombie apocalypse is gonna look like. That street right there, just all those abandoned buildings. Continue playing? You want to see it continued? Oh, Snowfall comes out tomorrow. Okay, I couldn't find it. I was looking for it on Steam because I thought they'd like have at least a listing, like you could pre-order it or something. Like, I think if you know who Hat Films is, Hat Films were saying yesterday that they were gonna stream City Skylines if the expansion loaded up, and so I thought, well, maybe it comes out tomorrow. I don't know, but I couldn't find anything on it, so I might try to get Snowfall if I can. And if that happens, yeah, maybe I can try to get Snowfall and then we can mess around with that too. I'll see. I gotta see what my money situation is too. I'm kind of poor right now. I need to get the Fallout 4 season pass. I don't have the season pass to it. Which, a warning to anyone who's thinking about getting the season pass to Fallout 4, get it now, because they're saying on March 1st the price of it's going up because of the DLC that's coming out. They're gonna raise it like by 10 or 20 bucks. So they actually suggest if you want to get the season pass at a low price, at the current price, get it now, because on March 1st it's going up. So. But yeah, I'll see, maybe see about getting Snowfall if it comes out tomorrow. I'll see it, like I said, I'll see what my money situation is. See if I can get Snowfall, and then maybe we can, hopefully it won't like break the map or anything. And then we can maybe play with that too, so that'll be fun. Go to the Steam page and under the news. Oh, that's when it says it comes out. Okay, I didn't scroll that far down. Go Rat Pack on YouTube. All right, have fun with that. It says suggest you blindly buy something now. Blindly buy something now. Yeah. Well, at least they're warning you about the price hike, so you're not going to be like shocked about it when it happens. Of course, next month the first DLC for Fallout 4 comes out, and then April 1 comes out, and then May 1 comes out. I think the first two are just like additions. I think the one that comes out in May is like a whole new area, though. I can't remember. I don't know. I haven't looked fully into it yet. Yeah. Well, yeah, they're nice for letting you know that it's all gonna, that the price is gonna hike. Oh man, I'm losing city people because the demand for industry is just insatiable. We'll have to fix that next time. Get a new industry area, I guess. And maybe get some education going too. Because I think we're suffering from lack of education in this city. Alright, so Friday. I'll be back with more City Skylines. I'm glad you're enjoying watching this. I didn't know how this stream would go. Like, I just didn't know if I could talk through it or not. Because, I mean, I played this on my own. I played this game on my own, and it's like, of course I can play it quietly, but can I play it, like, while talking to a lot of people, so. But yeah. Glad you're all enjoying watching it. Yeah, I'll be back Friday with it. We'll see about getting Snowfall. I'll see, and maybe it won't destroy this map. If it does, we could start a new map, because, I mean, I've done this in a day, so. Alright. Well, pause the game and save it. Yep. So yeah. Alright. Thank you, Dark Omen. Yeah, I'll be back on Friday. Hope y'all have a good Wednesday, have a good tomorrow. And yeah. Gotta queue up my exit. Not preparing for this stuff well, am I? Alright, well, I will see you guys on Friday. More City Skylines, maybe Snowfall. We'll see about it then. Have a good day. Have a good Thursday tomorrow. And we'll see you guys later. Bye, 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 bye. Bye.